Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Coffee Time. Well, I don't know where to go with this because it's not good, is it? What I'm going to say, it's not a criticism of the Russian people. I'm not sure if it's even a criticism of the Russian troops. I'm hoping that they'll see sense and they'll throw down their arms and stop. But, it's a criticism of Putin. I have to say this, I have to make this disclaimer because there are many stupid people on the internet. Many stupid people. And if you think the current invasion of Ukraine by Putin is a good thing or justified, you're an idiot. Just go and finish yourself because you're not worth it. You're not worth this planet. You're not worth the air, wasting the air that we all breathe. So that's the kind of tone. That's the tone. I'm very exasperated by everything. And if I could, I'd shoot Putin myself. I shoot Putin myself. We're talking. This is a little girl. She may, again, the details are a bit scant. Her name's Polina. She may be 10. She may be 11. But thanks to Putin's forces, she's been killed. She's among about 16 children that have been killed by Putin's troops. And this is the human cost of it. This isn't them going in and seizing. This is them firing on civilian areas and killing people. Again, we won't know until the dust settles and the human cost of this. There's rumours that the Russian forces are taking many, many losses because they're completely unprepared for the fight back that the Ukraine army's taken. The thing is we've been supplying them with weapons and training for a while. UK, and now Europe is on board. About time. Very proud of the EU and their sanctions. Could go a bit further, but it's really good what's coming out of the EU. I'm amazed and astounded at their quickness to react. Again, we lead, the EU follows, and good for them. You might carry on like that. You might make me change my mind over you. You might just make me change my mind. But there was a speech. The fellow that was with van der Leyen yesterday, he said this speech, and it got me. It got me. It roused me, and that was good bit of decisiveness. I think there's been a regime change in the EU, and they finally got there together, which was nice. But they reckon that maybe over 5,000 Russian troops have gone. But again, there could be a lot of misinformation out there at the moment. And of course, Putin has put his nuclear task force on high alert. And it goes on. This is TV anchor Dmitry Kislov. In his Vesti Nedeli weekly news show on state-run Russia 1 channel, made the statement. Let me just pull up his picture so you know who you're dealing with. Standard newsreader type. This fella here said, "Why do we need the world if Russia won't be in it?" And that's the mentality of these people. That's the mentality of the people who are kowtowing to Putin. Meanwhile, hackers are having a go at the websites. The TASS news agency has been hacked. A number of the news agencies have, been plastered with "no war," and messages. And in a bizarre turn of events, Roman Abramovich, who owns Chelsea, he kind of stepped down at the weekend because he's an oligarch, and it could have been difficult. It could have been difficult for them. is trying to broker a peace deal in Ukraine. Why? We do not need a peace deal. It's not Ukraine that started the war, is it? It needs to be going to Russia. You see, the emphasis there is that somehow it's Ukraine has got to, submit, when really it's Russia who needs to submit. Meanwhile, the Russian banks, everyone's trying to get their money out. The economy in Russia is floundering after the various sanctions that have been imposed, and it's seen interest rates be pushed up to 20%. They'll probably go higher, and so everyone's panicking for their money. But when dear old Vlad said, "Oh, we're gonna ramp up the nuclear side of things. We're gonna get a bit toasty," the look from his generals' faces. This is Valery Gerasimov and Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu. Just take a look at this guy's face. Look at that guy. Look at him. He's thinking, "I've got an ice pick that will make your ears burn." Indeed. And so I'm reaching into my wallet. Folks. For I've got that's a £20 note, and I give £20 to anyone who can take Putin out. He's a mad dog that needs to be put down. He needs to be taken out. Russian people rise up, destroy him. He's no good. He's been holding you back all these years. Look at what they have in Ukraine and the other parts of the former Eastern Bloc, and you see what you've got. And Putin's going to take all that away from you as well. He will take you to the edge of poverty and beyond. And it just boggles the mind. But yeah, Zelensky has shown his true colours. Again, he's got a very interesting past because he was a comedian, he's an actor, and the weirdest thing, I haven't got me news queued up. The weirdest thing about Zelensky is in that part of the world. Stalling for time as I'm trying to find the link. I can't play it because it's a YouTube video, but I'm going to mute it. Here we go. If I mute it, Zelensky is the voice of Paddington. He's the voice of Paddington Bear. Now, that makes him a hero, doesn't it? He is definitely a hero. In a strange turn of events, in his part of the world, he's Ben Whishaw. He is Paddington Bear. I just love that. That makes him even greater. I love Paddington Bear. Love those movies. They're very good. Very good. So yeah, it's not good. It's not a good time to be around, is it? I mean, I just don't know how we got here. Well, we know how we got here. Putin has always had eyes on this. This is always going to be his end game. But it's just, I don't know. How do you see a way out of it? The EU again of making overtures to Ukraine, and Ukraine have said, yeah, they want to join, and that's going to inflame Putin even more, because the last thing he wants is that part of the world becoming any more westernized. And when I mean westernized, sharing our values, that thing, democracy, because you don't really get that in Russia, do you? Because he's a self-imposed dictator, ex-KGB. You want to know all the money has gone. We all know why Russia, the average Russian, is so poor. You just got to look at him and all his friends. They siphoned off all the money. So yeah, not a funny one today. Not a funny one. But yeah, there's been protests all over Europe, in the UK, even in Russia. People have been out in support. There's unanimous support of Ukraine, and we're all united saying, yeah, this is completely, war's wrong, and ideally he should be captured and brought to trial, war crimes, and that's that. But ideally, his own people should make him disappear. Ideally, that's the only way. It's the only way now. I think they're realising. I think they're slowly dawning on them that he's come to the end of his. He's run out of road. And the Russians historically have a good way of dealing with people like that. And I think Putin's time has come. You just got to look at the faces of those generals when he announced what he was going to do. And I think it's time. It's time to deal with him. Sorry, it wasn't a happy one, but these are serious times, and that's that. Let's all think good thoughts. Let's project good thoughts to Ukraine. If I was a younger man, God damn it, I'd love to take a shot at them. I really, really would, because it's really got to me. It's made me angry. Again, the thing about the YouTube and the internet is it allowed you to, see people. And I've watched lots of travel. I like watching travel logs. I'm not a good traveller, but I like watching other people travel. And so I've watched travel logs all over the world. And you go around and you see that people they're all just people, just like us. And, same with Ukraine and all that part of the world. They're just trying to find their way. And you've got that arsehole. It's really made, I don't get angry, but this has made me angry. This has really riled me up. And, when you see good people being victimised and displaced, it's no good. And I'm going to end there. Sorry it wasn't a funny one, but I'm angry, and I don't know if I'll be doing any funny ones for a while. I don't know. Maybe my mood will change tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Slowly killing the channel. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is drink it up. And if you can, slip some polonium in his tea. Yeah? Or Novichok. That'll do it. No, I'm saying, remember, there's a £20 note in it. If we all have a whip round, maybe we could do a GoFundMe. That'd be good. Do a GoFundMe, but it's put a price on his head. That would be so cool. Someone out there, do a fake GoFundMe, and we put a price on Putin's head. Could someone do that? If I can't do it, because I don't know how to do it. I've never done that kind of. Well, I've only for that, but I never works. But people know how to do. I'm not a campaign leader, but someone out there. Let's put a price on Putin's head. Yeah. Drink it up.